Have confidence. I bring this up because this is what kills traders. And I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with traders, including this one, of people who have bailed early because they're afraid they're going to lose or they couldn't take it. Hey guys, welcome back to the vid. My name is Akil Stokes. I'm a trader. I'm also a trading coach over at tier1trading.com. I want to do a follow-up on that Euro Yen video from a few weeks ago. Not to brag and tell you how great I am, although you already know I'm fantastic, but rather because I wanted to provide you some helpful lessons on the opportunity. Now, if you guys are new, I like coaching. I love coaching. I don't run signal service. So again, joking earlier about using this video for signals, rather use this channel for educational tips and bits. So we're going to look at good times like this past trade. We're going to look at bad times like the ones that completely bomb and everything in between, right? We know that trading is a roller coaster of emotions, and my job is to get you comfortable with all of them. Now, speaking of emotions, this trade was a roller coaster of emotions, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Many of you guys saw this trade. Many of you guys took this trade. Many of you guys, unfortunately, were in this trade but did not see it out to its full potential, and that is a problem. It is self-sabotage. It's cutting off your leg. I don't know the rest of that reference, but it's cutting off your leg. Yes, pretty much. Now you are the one-legged trader, I suppose. But what we're going to do in today's video is I'm going to give you 2 tips that will help you stay under control if you ever find yourself in a situation where perhaps you're in a trade and you're going mentally crazy and you want to get out, right? So let's hop in, check it out. Let me know what you think. Big win. Your 200 pips of profit have been had on target 1. Congratulations, Cypher Pattern traders. You forgot all about this thing, right? Only took a week, which again, if you're trading the daily chart, that should be expected, but very nice move. Banged into our 786 here. Immediately took you in 148 pips of pain. And then brought you back up to 250 pips of pleasure, right? That's trading, right? Now, we look at something like this right here, and I told you guys, it took you into 150 pips of pain. How many of you guys would be freaking out? How many of you guys would be uncomfortable? Paul's like, no. Soulless. Lynn's like, me. I would be uncomfortable. Lynn's like, me. Yeah. So here's how you deal with that uncomfortableness. 1, understand your stop loss and understand why your stop loss is where it is, right? Where is our stop loss on this trade? It's below the X leg, right? Whatever your deal is, 10 pips, ATR, 113, it's below your X leg, right? Why is your stop loss below the X leg? Why is our stop loss below our X leg? Why is our stop loss in general where our stop loss is? Is our stop loss random? Or is it in a place that we know we're probably wrong? Our stop loss is, no matter how you set your stop loss, in general, the philosophy of your stop loss is that your stop loss should be at a place where you're telling yourself, and you're not telling yourself, but your analysis, I should say, is telling you that I'm probably wrong, right? That's the whole point of a stop loss, right? Obviously, it's not right at the pip of where you're wrong. You give it a little breathing room because the market does weird things, right? But you're saying to yourself, okay, well, this X leg is that structure level. This X leg is my protection. If price action goes beyond that X leg, I'm probably wrong. The odds have shifted from this percentage of winning to this percentage of losing. So I should probably be out of the trade. So knowing that you know you're wrong, if price action gets beyond that X leg, if price is just hovering in this zone, do we actually have a reason to be fearful? The funny thing about fear, right? The good old false evidence appearing real, right? So it's not necessarily false evidence, but we tend to create fear and make fear bigger than it is. Remember growing up, my bathroom was down the hallway, and we had this light, and it was a weird, like old school like light, and it looked like a face, the shadow. And I would get so afraid. I knew it was light the whole time, but I would see the shadow, then it would get bigger and bigger and bigger. And as I go into the bathroom, it would chase me. And it was like a whole like hour process of getting to the bathroom and back because I was scared to death. But I just like created this mythical beast out of this light, knowing it was just light, because at daytime I would see the light and I would see how it looked like eyeballs, right? We're creating this fear. Why are you afraid? What evidence has the market given you that you're going to be wrong or stopped out? Answer that for me. Has it given any evidence? You just told me that your stop loss is below X because this is where you know I'm wrong, right? Probably wrong. We're not there. So why all of a sudden are we creating this idea that I'm wrong, I'm going to lose, I'm going to this, I'm going to that? Is there any evidence on the chart that points it in our direction, or are we just making it up? You tell me. Is there any evidence at this point, as we go 150 pips down, that tell you I am wrong? Or are we creating it? Creating this fear? We are creating this fear. There is no technical evidence that says you are wrong. So that's one thing. The second thing is this. So what are the three things we need to know before we enter a trade? I'll give you the first one, entries. What are two others? Entries, stops, and targets, right? Am I safe in assuming that before we enter a trade, we understand our risk profile, right? I mean, you got to get your position size on, right? Do you know how much you have at risk? Do you know what your max risk is per trade? Do you know how much you can potentially make per trade, right? Maybe patterns are a little bit different because we got to roll them a little bit. But at least on the risk side, you know how much is at risk per trade before you take the trade, right? If you don't, you probably shouldn't be trading, right? But the answer is yes, because you have a position size. Your position size is partially based off of, or fully based off of, your risk. So you know exactly how much you're risking, right? If this was poker, you know exactly how many chips you're slowly and dramatically pushing into the middle of the table. And my guess would be this: if you were uncomfortable taking that risk, would you be involved in the trade? Well, you shouldn't. So we're obviously comfortable taking whatever our max risk is. Did price come anywhere near that max risk? You should have already accepted the loss. I accept the loss every time I take a trade. Again, it's like poker. Once those chips are pushing to the middle of the table, they're not mine anymore. I expect to lose them all. At least in my mind. I'm a worst case scenario guy. I'm that guy in school where I take a test and I'm like, oh man, I probably failed, because now if I get like a C, then at least it's better than a failure, because every time I thought I did good, I would fail, and it's a whole thing. But the point is, I've accepted that I can potentially lose this much on this trade. I may lose less. I may get the exact amount back and break even. I may get more chips back, right? Those are different options, but worst case scenario, I've planned for it. I've accepted that I can lose that much per trade. So when you've accepted that you can lose this much per trade for this trade, and price action has only come not even halfway to your stop loss, why are you freaking out? Right? So one, you shouldn't be freaking out because it went down 100 and whatever pips, because you've already accepted that you can lose multiples of that. Two, you shouldn't be afraid that this trade is going to lose, because up until this point, it gave you no evidence that it was likely to lose. So what the hell are you afraid of? Have confidence. And I bring this up because this is what kills traders. And I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with traders, including this one, of people who have bailed early because they're afraid they're going to lose or they couldn't take it. And then they come back and they see that it wins and they've sabotaged themselves, right? They're doing all the right things except for staying in the trade. Whether it's bailing early when it's in the negative, or taking targets early when it's in the positive. I had a trader, we were hovering around here a few days ago, right at this level. I had a trader that cashed out right here. Cashed out right here, told him no, shouldn't do it. Got another message the next day when it came down here saying, see you, Keel? We're almost back to break even. I told you I made the right move. Wonder if I'll hear from him today. Probably not. Probably not. But we will mentally... We do some weird things when a trade is in progress, and that's the difference. The main difference between real trading and like back testing and demo trading, man. You can't simulate these psychological battles. Back testing is nothing compared to like the real live markets. I told you guys the Nick Ned story last week, where we were playing paintball, and in our minds we were doing a certain thing, and when those pellets started flying, it was a different story. I can imagine that being a real war with real bullets. It's just, I've never been to war, but for those who have, you can probably attest that there's nothing that can prepare you for it. So those are 2 tips to try to handle those psychological battles when you're in a trade. Technically, is there any reason that I should feel that this is more likely to lose than not? Meaning, has the market given me a technical signal? 2, why am I freaking out over how much I'm down when I've already, or I should have already accepted the fact that I can lose blank amount? So, hats off to you winners there. Winner, chicken dinner, stops roll to break even. Get ready for your target 2. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss the next upload. Make sure you check out the Trading Coach podcast as well. Lots of cool episodes, especially the last one I did, breaking down the trading competition stats, getting some really good reviews from that. And also, there's a shorts tab here on the YouTube channel. Thousands and thousands of shorts, quick, short videos giving you daily trading tips. So check it out if you want some daily motivation. So a few weeks ago, I shared with you a trading opportunity on the Euro Yen. And I wanted to share a follow-up video on that opportunity to show you why. I wanted to share a follow-up opportunity. I know that some of you missed the opportunity. I wanted to share a follow-up video. That way I can talk to you about, just joking, of course, about all the stuff earlier about me being a super trader. Hey guys, welcome back to the vid. As always, my name is Akil Stokes. Today, hop in, enjoy, and I'll see you on the flip side. Flip side, that's an old term. Welcome back to the vid, guys. My name is Akil Stokes. Welcome back to the video, guys. My name is Akil Stokes. My job is to come here and give you My goal is to come in here and give you lessons that will help you become a consistently profitable trader. Trust me, if I wanted to, although many of you saw the video, now I want to review this trading opportunity because I know many of you guys also took this trade. However, many gave, and that's a problem. Because I'm all about fixing problems and giving solutions, I want to give you 2 tips that you can use to help yourself if you ever find your I want to give you 2 tips that you can use to help you. I want to give you 2 tips that will help you out if you ever find yourself in this situation again, right? We know how much trading psychology plays a role. If you don't, hey guys, welcome back to the vid. As always, my name is Akil Stokes, trader and trading coach over at tier1trading.com. Some jokey jokes earlier about how great I am and hey guys, welcome back to the vid. My name is Akil Stokes. I'm a trader. I'm also a trading coach over at tier1trading.com. Hey guys, welcome back to the vid. My name is Akil Stokes. I'm a trader. I'm also a trading coach at tier1trading.com. Wanted to do a follow-up on this situation, not to brag about how great I am. Trust me, I'm no... Hey guys, welcome back to the vid. My name is Akil Stokes. I'm a trader. I'm also a trading coach over at tier1trading.com. I want to do a follow-up on that Euro Yen video from a few weeks ago, not to brag and tell you how great I am, although you already know I'm fantastic, but rather because I wanted to provide you some helpful lessons on the opportunity.